And coming up on STL Weather today, April 18th, 2022, we have the latest details on your weather update and your 7-day forecast. We have your updated 7-day forecast to let you know how this week will be and when you can be out enjoying those 80-degree temperatures at the end of the week. We'll also talk to you guys about the frost that is expected Tuesday morning, and we're also going to talk to you guys about last week where we were talking to you about severe weather, but it didn't go as planned. We'll talk to you about what happened and what we can do to make the forecast better next time. All of that right now on STL Weather. And this is meteorologist Alvin, Kamau. Hopefully everyone is enjoying their Monday. I know I'm trying to get weather videos out every single weekend, but I was not able to get one out yesterday, so I'm getting one out today. Let's get to your weather update to let you know what you can expect this week. Of course, we'll get straight to your 7-day forecast. And before I get to your 7-day forecast, I want to recap last week and talk to you guys about how last week wasn't really the best severe weather setup for St. Louis. It didn't go as expected. So let's talk to you about that before I get to your actual forecast. Again, this isn't a forecast for this week. Talking about your what happened last week is we were talking about how we were going to get a severe weather event in the St. Louis area, and it actually looked pretty significant across the St. Louis area. The only reason why we didn't really get a lot of severe weather was because we had lots of widespread cloud cover, and you can see the cloud cover that was across the St. Louis area. So when those lines of storms were in the west that were trying to develop, all of this cloud cover kept the atmosphere stable. So what happened is the storms actually weakened before they moved towards the St. Louis area. So last week on Wednesday, April 13th, we didn't get a huge severe weather event in the St. Louis area, but where the atmosphere was more favorable was to our south because there was not a lot of cloud cover. So let's talk to you about this. The next time we get a severe weather event, we will try to forecast a little bit better to tell you when we will not actually get a severe weather event, no matter how high the outlook is for severe weather, because we were in enhanced risk for severe weather. Southeast of St. Louis was in a moderate risk, but we didn't get anything. So let's talk to you about that. Basically, what will happen is if you get thunderstorms moving in the morning to St. Louis and they're potentially going to be severe, you're under enhanced risk of severe weather, but you get rain ahead of the line and that stables the atmosphere, then you know that we can be saved from the severe weather event because all of the moisture and all of the ingredients are basically going to be killed because of all of that rain. And all of that rain will make it feel cooler and the severe weather event will pass us. If we got rain in the morning and there was a line right behind it, that's what caused it to weaken, as you can see, and it was more stronger to the south. Although if we had if it came in the let's just say in the afternoon hours and we had some clear conditions and these storms were coming into a more favorable environment, those storms could have held together and it could have been worse. Pretty bad, especially to the east and southeast of St. Louis when we were expecting winds up to 80 miles per hour and golf ball size hail, as well as the tornado threat, which was pretty high across especially east and southeast of St. Louis. And so basically what I'm trying to say is, last week a lot of people were not expecting us to miss the severe weather. There were, people were calling off work, schools were closed, and so I just wanted to come on to tell you why we didn't get a huge severe weather event last week. It's just because the atmosphere was stable and we had more widespread cloud cover than expected. So we'll do better when it comes to forecasting this. Now we're going to move on to your 7-day forecast. And so now we're going to talk to you guys about the actual 7-day forecast. Today, expect a high of 53 degrees. It's going to be pretty breezy out there with a low of 34 degrees. And then on Tuesday, expect an early frost across the St. Louis area, which I'll talk to you guys about in the next slide. You'll expect a high of 60 with a low of 45 and a 20% chance of any kind of precip. Now, I have Wednesday as a question mark because we're supposed to get some rain and storms. At this time, they're not expected to be severe, but we'll just keep an eye on it. If some storms, especially south of St. Louis, are slightly stronger, So of course you can follow me on my Twitter page for that. I'm not expecting severe weather on Wednesday, but who knows. Temperatures will be slightly lower, so potentially not, but we'll have some rain and storms on Wednesday with a high of 62 and a low of 54. We start the morning Thursday at 54 degrees, and we go to 75 degrees with a few storms on Thursday. Friday again, we'll have a high of 80 degrees, guys. We'll have some partly cloudy skies, 20% chance of any precip because it's pretty humid. There's moisture out there, and so we can't rule out an isolated thunderstorm across the St. Louis area on Friday. Get out on Friday, though, because it isn't going to be a washout. It'll be 80 degrees. Saturday, we're going to get some showers late, meaning most of the day should be good in the St. Louis area on Saturday, so get out again. 83 degrees with a low of 62. And Sunday, we'll have some showers and some storms. You can see that reflects on the temperature. Slightly cooler, 77 degrees with a low of 57. This was non-copyright used, the graphics I'm talking about, and these are new graphics, of course. So now let's talk to you guys about Tuesday morning. Expect some near freezing temperatures for a Tuesday morning. Now, as we are looking at this, most of our coverage area is under a freeze watch. That will likely put under most of our coverage area under a freeze warning. Outside our coverage area, you'll expect temperatures in the upper 20s and 30s. This does not include places like Perryville and Jefferson in our coverage area, so that does not include two counties. Won't be surprised if they add you into that Perryville or Jefferson, Illinois. So we'll keep an eye on that very carefully. Right now you can see that would likely be a huge freeze warning, but you can see it's slightly different in the St. Louis area where we're under a frost advisory. You can see St. Louis, St. Clair, Madison, and St. Charles is under that. Temperatures will be near or around or above freezing across the St. Louis area, but still in St. Louis or outside of the city, you need to protect those sensitive plants. As you can see a picture behind you, frost. That's how it may look like in some areas, especially outside of the city as we head towards Tuesday morning. Now we want to finalize, of course. We want you to follow me on Twitter when I do not upload. Hope you have a good week, of course, as I've delivered you your 7-day forecast. Follow me on Twitter. The link will be in the description down below. I'll have your updated forecast, updated severe weather outlooks when we have some. And of course, you can get those latest notifications if there are any weather warnings any time of the year, straight to your phone, on your tablet, and etc. We appreciate you joining us for this STL weather coverage. Of course, we are closing. I only have a couple of seconds to speak on the clock, so we hope you enjoy the rest of your week, St. Louis. And of course, if there are any more developments to the weather, we'll come back on later on this week if it becomes significant. Have a good rest of your week, St. Louis. We're giving you a live view of the Gateway Arch as we are closing.